That white girl came into his live a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, whatever, and said that it was only $300 is, huh? Oh yeah, true. All right, I got you. I thought I was in a twilight zone. Listen, Miss Kim, facts, facts. Like what? What are we talking about? Hold on here. Take my phone so I can back my car up. This man went back in the house. All right, chat, y'all. Give me just a second, y'all. Tap my screen. Get me up to 10K real quick. Dude, talk about your ghost of Christmas past. I'm telling you. Actually, no. Don't tap the screen. Don't tap the screen. Everybody just talk to each other. Because I'm about to switch. I need to get all the information I need. I got you. So do this. Do this real quick. Y'all just talk to each other real quick right now. I'm going to back my car up so that he can get out the driveway. Then I'm going to go live back on my iPad. All right? So y'all give me just a second. Because I need to back my car up. On my iPad. All right? So y'all give me just a second. Because I need to back my car up. Hey, so y'all, please catch me up. I got you. So what's happening now is apparently, and because y'all already know, I'm not giving that bald-headed demon no burn on my page, but apparently there was a white girl that they were in cahoots with to lie on me. And the fact that this shit is in 4K and like people are still like trying to deny that it happened, and then apparently Shorty came up and said it was only $300, and I literally got her on my YouTube admitting. And this is literally what I told y'all happens, bro. It's literally what happens. You come on, bro. Yeah. They tried to hire this white girl to lie and say that I essayed her. They sure did. And I blasted her ass. I made a video about her because she didn't know who I was. She literally was just like, oh, there was some promise of cash apps, and I was on the verge of being kicked out of my place. And they said that they were going to make sure that my rent was paid. They used this woman and still didn't even pay her anything. Then tried to blame me and say that I hired her. Please. Like, listen, the jokes write themselves, y'all. The jokes literally write themselves. He needs to come on so I can get my car out the middle of the street. She did it without the payment. Yup, sure did. Sure did. Hey, where Jinty at? I just moved my car. My shit's sitting in the middle of the street. What's up, y'all? What up? What up? Yeah, don't tap too much in here, because I'm a hop off of here and I'm gonna get on my iPad. Why did all of this come back up again? Because that bald headed demon is on live, lying again. And apparently the white girl came in Genty's live either, I think he said 2 weeks ago or something like that, and was just lying. Oh, listen, when I tell you, listen, I'm gonna play the video for y'all. Actually, I'm gonna play it on the big screen. That way y'all can see it. But see, this is the thing though. This is the thing though. And I was telling y'all, for those of you that was over there, but you know what I'm saying? I was telling y'all how these people done these things years ago and they think that the receipts are not still out there. This is why you gotta keep receipts, bro. Because they will pop back up and just blatantly lie, bro. Why are they even mentioning you is so weird? Clout and attention. That's all it is, bro. That's literally all it is. But like I said, because that bald-headed demon ain't getting no burn from me, you know what I'm saying? I'm addressing the white girl. We already know you're a liar, bro. We already know you're a liar. We have bloggers, duh. We have the proof. Facts. Who wants clout off of you? Michael. Bro, I would roast you, Michael, walk him down, but life has literally roasted you well enough, bro. So respectfully, I'm gonna need you to hop off, bro. I promise you. Hop off, bro. Yeah, just log off the chat, man. Log off the chat, big dog. Hey, Miss Kim. She was using Rizzy for clout and then made it about herself. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Mr. Walk him down. You need to walk a barber down on bro. You need to walk that zipper down. Please. Wasn't this the reason everyone started YouTube channels to keep evidence? Yup. Are you good, bro? Hello. Hello. I'm about to put y'all down on the what's the name?
Yeah, don't show my neighborhood now.
Ah!
I need y'all knowing where the fuck I live at.
Ah! No, I got the green screen on. Lala, yes, Lala, yes. Listen, I'm about to play the white girl on the big screen so that y'all can see. Cause anytime she come in here, hey, they clock her real quick. Ain't you the white bitch that lied on iSpeak? Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like, bro, this shit so foul, bro. Bro thinks someone needs him for clout. Listen, Michael, we gonna send you to the ghoulie. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send you to the gulag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna send you to the gulag. All right, y'all, hold on just a second. I'm about to put y'all on top of this recycling bin. Give me just a second. Let me back my car back up again. Give me just a second. I am not getting in my vehicle. I want to be very clear about that. My phone is sitting outside of my car. I'm about to back my car up and then pick the phone back up, okay? All right. All right. All right, hold on, chat. All right, everybody, hey, everybody stay locked in because I'm about to swap over to my iPad. Give me just a second. I got to set it up. I'm going to swap over to my iPad. That way I can play the clips and show y'all just how willing people are to just fucking lie, bro. Someone unalived a person while driving on TikTok. I wasn't in my car. So what? We can't be driving on TikTok now, y'all? No, no, and more no. No, people don't need to be doing that. Please, no, and more no. No. Okay. Hold on. Let me see how much juice I got on here. How was the ferry? Listen, I almost died. Hey. Hold on. Do his chair go up?
Probably not anymore. That chair is so old.
Oh,
I got him for that like 3 years ago.
cheese and rice,
Yeah,
boy.
that's a. Look, my God.
We're not gonna accept the fact that you had us on a trash can. First of all, respectfully, it was on a recycling bin. Yeah, I want to hear about the ferry and how the fuck you drove on it by mistake. All right, cool. I'll tell y'all that story first before I swap over. All right, peep. So this is what happened. So I was driving up here. Clearly, I'm in Jersey, but I was driving up here, and I was going down I was going down the highway, and what ended up happening was, hold on, let me turn this green screen off. This should look weird. All right, there we go. Boom. So what ended up happening was they said that there was a detour that would be like it would take like 20 to 30 minutes off my drive. So I'm like, oh, all right, bet, too easy. You know what I'm saying? Like too easy. Oh damn, I'm only on 3%. Fuck. All right, you know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. Since I got juice on my phone, what I'll do is I will.
You can't hook it up to the charger there?
No, I can, but I got more juice on my phone than I do on my iPad. So I plug my iPad up, and I'm gonna put this white girl on the big screen. YouTube search iSpeak 1906. Man, get it together. It's crazy. I have no idea who Magnolia Thunder Pussy is, but that's a
Whoa!
crazy name for
Did you not
TikTok.
ever say that out loud again?
Hey, yo.
Poor baby.
Cheese and rice.
I was not expecting that one.
Listen, that's her TikTok name. I didn't make the name.
I need you to say MP.
Magnolia Thunder Cookie. She got that thunder cookie. You hear me? My guy, what up, Sally?
MTP, that's the name.
MTP?
MTP I did make pasta if you want some.
Oh, heck yes, I want some.
Chris! I feel like myself will not hear me, so
Nah, he heard you. Yeah. Wow, pause.
Wow, Paul, he went to work. Look. You want Parmesan cheese too? Go get yours.
You know what I just realized, chat? There's a lot of videos of me on YouTube that I did not put up.
He's having fun with me. He's like me.
This shit is weird.
Is your brother? Is that your brother? That's Chris. You said hi, Chris. I'm Augie.
Yeah, this shit weird, bro. You know what? I'm gonna just search my name. YouTube search Anthony Highland.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Found my page immediately. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, here we go. Anthony, tell sis I said hi. Queen Lioness said hi, Kim. Hold on, check. So we might just go ahead and cut right to the chase. And I just want to know why. Just genuinely want to know why. My first question is going to be, how did you connect with her, Felisa? I'll be very direct in my questions. So if I'm not direct enough, just ask for clarification.
I was scrolling past her live.
And do you want any now or you want to wait later?
Yes, please. Have a bowl? The conversation that they were having?
No. When she was asking for
Drea, because she came in Genty's live and lied. That's why. You're coming through very low. I'm gonna skip forward some, y'all. But she dropped and then came back. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how that whole thing happened. Right before I went in her live, we were on the phone for an hour.
Right before I went in her live, we were on the phone for about an hour. That was the phone call with Felisa.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So let me back up a little bit. When Tanya was petitioning for trolls, because I put that video on my page, You were one of the people that reached out.
Wait, this girl came in here this live recently? Yup. Came into his live recently.
What it was for. She didn't even tell me what it was
you
for.
inquired about it.
Yeah.
And hold on, just so that y'all get the context, Tanya Michelle, another goofy, was literally petitioning people to be trolls of me.
Excuse me, did you want Parmesan too?
Yes, please. And this girl, she's explaining how they communicated.
So then she asked you to go into the live and make up that story about me.
She said to go into the live and basically Lisa was going to be talking about her essay. And to just kind of go with it.
Thank you.
And then she
Last time I served you.
Lisa
Now you live here.
contacted me afterwards.
Which is a screenshot of the phone call that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
But she called you private, right?
Mm-hmm.
So during this phone call, what did she say to you?
What to say? Literally a story. She basically everything I said, minus me telling the people to ask her questions.
What exactly was that story though? And also too, did either of them pay you?
No.
Did you receive any cash apps while you were on that live?
No. She just said to change my cash app in my bio.
Okay.
What do you think?
Ain't getting a damn dime.
Sorry.
Well, I think it's done starving out. Okay. Wow. Okay. So boom.
So I didn't actually get anything for it, and I can show you the proof. I mean, I paid my rent, but other than that, there's nothing in my cash app.
So let me ask this. So after y'all had that phone conversation, she gave you essentially the story to tell, the false story about me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the messages, you said that you actually have been through this, but it wasn't me, correct?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever met me?
No.
So my question then becomes, why did you agree to that?
Because she said that I was going to get cash apps from it. And it's not an excuse, and I'm honestly disgusted that I even went that far.
Can y'all hear?
Honestly, and there's nothing I can do to make it right. Because there's no nominee law that can take away what I've done.
Okay.
Listen, I see y'all messages on Instagram. Relax. Relax. Relax, y'all. Relax. So she assured you that you would get cash apps.
We hear you devouring food. It could be better.
So then afterwards, what happened? After the live was over and all of my videos started going up, why did you tell me that that wasn't your TikTok? Well, actually, that original TikTok, because you're on a different TikTok now. That original TikTok was at that brand.
Different name.
Was that you?
Oh, her audio got you.
It's the same TikTok.
Oh, this is the same one? You just changed the name?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was you in that cash app.
Yeah.
So why did you tell me it wasn't you when you messaged me on Instagram?
I was scared.
I was scared. Hold on, chat.
I didn't want my name.
So this is what happened when we finally saw the page that she was on. I looked at the Cash App. Guess what Cash App also exposes if you look it up? Someone's name. We matched the name to Facebook and found her and her Trump supporting mama, and I made a video. That video scared the shit out of her because she had no idea who I was. Off of the promise of some Cash Apps, She was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll lie on that black man and say that he did something to me, although I know that he didn't. Someone asked earlier, did I say she has a black boyfriend? I don't know if they're still together now, but back during that time, she did have a black boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah. Over the promise of $2,000. I don't know exactly. I know it was, either 1,000 or 2,000, something like that. But it says it in a lot. But I just wanted to give y'all that, give y'all that context off of the promise of it. Nothing up front, just off the promise of some cash apps. And while I can't say nothing to make it right, and I'm not excusing it, you knew. You fucking knew. But to come in here, well, not here, but to go in Genty's live recently and just lie to people, like we don't have verified. This is on YouTube, by the way, for those of you that want to actually go and look it up and listen to it for yourself. When I tell y'all this was by far one of the most traumatizing things that I've ever been through, for those of you that do not know, and I don't mind sharing this with you all, wait, this girl's back around? Yup. I was essayed twice, when I was 13 and when I was 16. That's the reason why I had to get off TikTok and get the Navy involved, get the FBI involved, because this woman was literally calling every single NCIS station damn near in the United States of America. Not her, that bald-headed demon. But this was the woman that she hired, or attempted to hire, to lie and say that I did this egregious thing to her too. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did handle her with care. However, I handled her the way that I did because I was so taken aback by the fact that she's sitting in my face, acknowledging to me that she lied on me over the promise. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. And this may sound morbid, but I really don't give a fuck. I can laugh about it now. I would have much rather she had gotten paid. I'm just gonna be honest. You did all of this, and now you will forever be known. Grown man gossiping? Oh, that was the same one that was over in Genty Live. And if you got blocked over there, what makes you think you ain't gonna get blocked over here? Goofy, get some edges. Yeah, got you. Bam. Send her to the block party. Too easy. For free. You did all of that for free. And now you will forever be known as the white woman that lied on a black man knowingly. And there's verifiable proof of you admitting to it in 4K. So I just wanted to give y'all that background. That's what she's talking about.
To be tied to that because that's not who I am. Like I know that I did it. I know that I know right from wrong.
So what is it that's going on in your life that made you so desperate to agree to that?
I'm about to be kicked out.
But you just said you just paid your rent.
I paid half of my rent.
Ooh.
I just started working. I've been out of the job since April. I just started working on the 29th. Like I'm 2.5 months behind rent now. So I just finally got my first paycheck, and I was hoping.
We about to figure out the number because I asked her. I definitely asked her how much was it. How much was my life worth?
And I didn't get anything from it, so it wasn't even worth it. And even if I did get payments from it, like at this point, I would just send you all of it because that's not fair.
So let me ask you this: when you said you bit off more than you can chew with this situation, what did you mean by that?
I got myself into a situation that I wasn't ready to. I got myself into a situation that was bigger than what I initially thought.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I thought it was.
What's funny is if she came to you and told you the plan, she probably would have found help here. I'm telling you, we help people over here all the time pay their rent. Not saying it's a regular thing, but like. So let me ask this. You said to me via DMs that you have protested for this exact thing for black men, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that, why was it that you were so eager to go and do the exact thing that you protested against?
I don't have a good reason.
I don't have a good reason.
I I don't have a reason.
So the communication between you and Tanya, can you validate that?
No, she told me to delete it.
Where did y'all communicate at?
TikTok.
Interesting. So I saw in your following list that you also follow Blaze and Apple Sticks. What was the purpose in following them too?
Because they were in the live.
Did you communicate
There
with Blaze
was
at all?
no purpose. Huh?
Did you communicate with Blaze at all?
Maybe in the comments, but no, not like in the message.
And I'm gonna be clear with y'all. The reason why, also too, that I was handling her with so much care is because I wanted information. And I felt like she was already scared because of the size of my platform and the video that I made, that if I get on here and just rah-rah on her, I'm not gonna get the answers that I need. So I seen someone ask that earlier. Why am I being so nice to her? I wanted information. Matt, she popped back up and lied.
I've never even heard of Blaze until like after this they kind of like went and smoked.
I got you. So essentially what you're telling me is that you are willing to put my life in danger for some rent money. That's what you're telling me. All excuses aside, that's what you're telling me. That's what motivated you and encouraged you to do this for her, was the promise of some cash apps so you can pay your rent. Is that what you're telling me? Essentially. So let me ask this. Okay, I hear you. Now let me ask you this. Why not just post a video asking for assistance? Why go this route? Because you didn't have no videos on your account. So why not just post a video asking for that financial support instead of taking this route, knowing that you've protested against this? That's the part that's the most baffling to me. People ask for help on social media all the time. So why not go that route?
I don't enjoy vulnerability.
I don't enjoy vulnerability.
Say again? I don't enjoy vulnerability. I don't like people knowing that like I'm hurting.
I don't like people knowing that I'm hurting. You
I
don't enjoy invulnerability.
No, just vulnerability. Like,
Oh, you don't enjoy vulnerability.
Yeah, I don't like people knowing that like I'm in a bad situation. I just kind of handle it myself, and by any means necessary. And this wasn't legal. And like I'm taking accountability. I'm not saying it's because they did. Like I could have said that. And I just want to apologize to you.
I could have said no, and I just want to apologize to you.
As a human, as a black man, as a veteran, as
why do you keep calling me a veteran?
aren't you in the military?
I'm active duty.
I didn't know that.
Didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm active. I've been in the Navy for 7 years. I was curious about that as well, but I mean, I didn't really care about that. There are people out there, contrary to popular belief, that don't know who I am. So, and I don't really.
Like I've seen your videos and I've seen who you are, but others like I haven't really stopped to look.
You just see my regular videos? Because I've done some videos on my boat.
I've just random videos. I can't even tell you which ones I've seen. I mean, I've had TikTok for a while.
I guess this is my, final question before I just allow you to say whatever else is that you want to say. If I would have never made those videos. That was so long ago? Mm-hmm. Because we found you. You would not have come forward?
I would have.
How? I would have. No incentive to do so.
I would have. I didn't.
Honeybee, she popped back up and lied.
I actually not made the videos, and I went to sleep and I woke up. I mean, I can barely fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep until like that night. I know that it was wrong. And as much as there was any kind of like
Thank you, Auntie.
and like I don't know.
Yep.
I
So
knew that I was doing was wrong.
facts, Queen. So one of the questions that I kept seeing in my comment section is that if you were so willing to lie on me, right? How do we know you're not lying about Elisa, putting you up to this?
I showed you first. I showed you the 2 screenshots that you were asking for.
Right, of the DM comment. Hold on, Chad. Let me address this because this was a consistent question. Okay. Someone said, Brody, couldn't you have sued, or was it just a choice to not in the circumstances? I'm gonna be honest with you all. I tried. However, I want y'all to take into account where I was. I was living in Hawaii at the time, right? Active duty, previously married, 3 children. My ex-wife was a stay-at-home mom. I would have had to fly from Hawaii to North Carolina, because that's where that bald-headed demon stay, to sue her. And there's no telling how many times I would have had to fly back and forth to go to court. I didn't have the money. However, it was more important to me to show you all the truth. Because when these things get placed on you, if you don't do your due diligence to get them up off of you, it will haunt you for the rest of your life. And it was so triggering for me. And a lot of people didn't care about that. That's why when I be telling y'all, I don't just talk about these things for the sake of talking about them. I've been through it. This by far was the worst thing. The worst thing. And I went through my divorce publicly. And for those of you that have seen that, that's seen that. And I want to be clear, this is no shot at my ex-wife. I'm just talking about the situation. Me going through my divorce publicly wasn't as bad as this. And I wish that would not have happened. Just to be clear. But this woman literally got up there on that live and lied on me, chat. Lied. Said that I was in Atlanta and attempted to SA her at a club. I don't even go to clubs. And if I do, I'm in the VIP. I go to lounges. And then on top of that, when she said it happened, there was a literal picture on her Instagram of her and her boyfriend in Colorado. Chat, it was the exact same day. Day, month, year. I think you even brought out bank statements. Facts. I even had to show my bank account, chat. I had to show my bank statements to show that I made transactions before and after that date that she said I was in Atlanta. So you telling me I was in Hawaii the day before, flew to Atlanta, then flew back to Hawaii. Won't happen. Won't happen. And I had to, chat, I had to show so much. I was disgusted. There were people threatening to unalive me. I showed y'all the video on Genty Live. I'm waiting for my iPad to charge up right now. But that bald-headed demon literally made a video. I'm sorry, she was on live telling people how to unalive me. That's where the FBI came into play. And she thought they weren't real FBI agents because they didn't have suits on. Yeah. Y'all, this happened. This video is 3 years old. And for those of you that keep on asking why, why am I showing this? What brought this on? This same woman went on Genty's live recently and lied again. That's what these people do, chat. When stuff happens and they think there ain't no proof out there, the very same thing she did in the very beginning, for what? That's why I be telling y'all I don't be addressing these people because there's verifiable evidence out there. Verifiable evidence. But this is almost done. So let me finish this. Here I go.
even the like specific screen that you asked for.
For that individual account, right? So all of the DMs with Tanya are all deleted, every single one of them.
And I know that it sounds like a sob story, and I know it might sound like to a lot of people.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not a sob story. What I'm hearing is that my life meant absolutely nothing to your rent money. That's what I'm. Here we go. I'm about to ask. That's pretty much what you're telling me. Here we go. Because you've legitimately protested against this. This is when I start getting frustrated. Information that I didn't even ask you for. I didn't even know that about you. You knew the historical implications that come behind white women lying on black men about sexual assault, and you still decided to take that opportunity because your rent money meant more to you than my life. And that's essentially what I'm hearing. And essentially what you're telling me. So it's not a sob story. My life just meant absolutely nothing. So my question then becomes, how can you consciously protest against this and then turn around and do it? That literally goes against everything that you say that you stand for. So your rent money and you being homeless meant that much to you that you were willing to go against your own morals? Couldn't even look me in my face.
I didn't think that far.
I didn't think that far. It was just a right here, right now. I got the promise of getting some cash apps. I could probably get enough bread to pay my rent for this month. All I gotta do is just lie on this black man real quick, get a couple cash apps, I'm good to go. That was it.
Please don't send me gifts. I appreciate it, but I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions. Do you have anything else you want to say?
I just want to personally apologize. I know it means absolutely fucking shit because of what I've already done. I know it means nothing. But is there anything that I can do for anybody in this situation involved that can not make it go away, but make you feel a little bit better?
Well, see, here's the reality. It's called a trickle down and or a domino effect, right? Because what happens to the people that are not watching this live right now? What happens to the people that saw that live with Polisa, that become emboldened to try and do something for sake of feeling as though they're standing up for a, quote, victim? To whereby you're acknowledging that this entire story was made up, completely fictitious. You've never met me, but yet for some rent money, you was willing to throw me literally under the ground, not even the bus, under the ground. Here we go. Just fuck my life. Those people are not gonna watch this live. Those people are not gonna watch that live. And really and truly, to be honest with you, I just wanted to look you in your face and ask you why. Why were you so willing to do that? And to know that my life was inconsequential to your rent money? There we go. I'm about to ask. After you've acknowledged that you've took to the streets to protest against this?
I've gotten pepper sprayed. I've had bottles thrown at me. Like I've been in the heart of it. I said like I've gotten pepper sprayed and bottles thrown at me in the whole line.
But none of that meant anything to you getting on here and lying to get some rent money. None of that meant anything. Like feeling the burn of your eyes. I've been pepper sprayed before. Ours is called Osirian spray in the Navy for our security qualifications. I've been sprayed in my eyes before with military grade pepper spray. It's like the devil's piss. You never forget that. And none of that meant anything to you. That my life was worth What is it? A couple $100? How much are you behind?
$2,000.
2 grand. 2 grand. Now pause that, chat. Chat. Real quick. For those that were in Gentie's live, y'all just heard her say she was behind 2 grand. How much did she say in Gentie's live it was? $300. $300. Yeah. So you made yourself look even more stupid by lying. And I literally got the proof. What are we talking about? But these are the old characters that are popping back up. But did someone bring this up recently again? Yeah, her. So it's like I tell y'all this, then I outline it for you, and then it happens. They get on these lives saying all of this nonsense, lying blatantly when there's literal proof to back up what it is that I'm saying. When I tell y'all I'm so thankful to my OG supporters that stuck by me through this very traumatizing time, it was literally the worst thing that I had ever felt. But I realized I got to take this shit off of TikTok. I need to go get the Navy involved because I need to clear my name. And my chain of command couldn't understand because they don't exist on social media. And this is why I tell y'all, be careful. Let me bring this back full circle because I'm not playing no more of this shit. It's about to piss me off again. But I tell y'all, be careful the places and spaces that you go because these people don't care nothing about you, bro. They will sell you up the river for the highest dollar. And they don't care. This woman made up a whole elaborate story, said that I flew to Atlanta, met her at a nightclub. I tried to use my social media status to get her attention and get proximity to her, chased her down in the parking lot, pulled her hair, and attempted to SA her in the parking lot. Gave an exact day. We went on her page, pulled her Cash App, looked it up, found her name, went over to Facebook, verified that the profile picture that was on TikTok was the same profile picture that was on Facebook. Found her and her Trump supporting mama, and I blasted that shit on TikTok. She then DMs me on Instagram saying, oh, can you please take the video down? I feel like I bit off more than I can chew, because she didn't know who I was. All they gave her was a name and a story. She had no idea who I was. Then she agreed to come up on the live. And my agreement for her to come up on the live was that I would take the video down if she would agree to come up on the live and talk to me face to face. And she agreed. And I said, I'll be damned if I'm not going to post this. Because I know years later, this shit going to pop back up. But these folk talking about they care so much about the black community. You literally tried to hire a white woman to lie on me. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? Love you, brother. You're doing great work, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm at a much better place and space mentally. However, I don't just tell you all these things because it sound good. Be careful whose panels you jumping on. Be careful whose lives you're sitting in. Be careful whose platform you're contributing to. Excuse me. This woman was actively, now I don't know if she's still with the dude, but she was actively dating a Jamaican. Said that she went to marches and protests, done been pepper sprayed, done got bottles thrown at her, marching for Black Lives Matter. But they promised her some cash apps to pay her rent. And she threw all that shit to the wind. For the promise of some cash apps to the tune of $2,000. The only reason why I didn't play that is because at the end I get really emotional. And that's when I made that statement. To know that my life was worth $2,000 to this woman is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life. That's the dark side of social media that a lot of people don't see. There were people actively paddling up. I knew he was a creep. I knew there was something off about him. This came out. Ask me really quickly how many of them apologized to me for putting all of this out about me. And you know what I had to do? I had to eat that shit. Take it on the chin. But to me, it was more important to ensure that the truth sits out in the atmosphere more prevalently than the lie. So when these folks say, oh, I never said that. Here you go. Y'all, this video is 3 years old. 3 years. I'm sorry, this live is 3 years old. Is there a statute of limitation? I don't know. You're not in Hawaii now. Oh, please. I got a wedding to pay for. I got 2 more credit cards I need to pay off. Please. I wish the fuck I would waste my resources on an insignificant ass white woman. I only showed y'all that to outline to you all these types of things and how they absolutely happen. That's why I outlined them. So that y'all see in real time that this stuff happens. What up, Boats? What's good? Right, plans are ahead. Many don't know. Facts. She thought it would disappear. Nah, baby, this was recorded with a live studio audience. It's forever. They don't have any money. Suing them would just be for the sake of saying you did. They broke. Facts. Facts. Let's take this into account. When she was talking to me, y'all want to know where she was sitting at? A hotel. I'm going to waste my resources to hire a lawyer, which is not cheap. Pay a retainer fee. Fly to wherever she is. Yeah, motel, my bad. Not a hotel, it was a motel. Fly to wherever she is to sue her for nothing. Nah, I think the truth is more valuable than me trying to get some money up out of these broke people who ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. No, thank you. But that truth, to me, was much more important. Much more important. No, I feel you. And now I appreciate that for sure. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some people might think, oh, that's disrespectful. Why would you ask that? It's a valid question. Because when I made that video, I don't know if many of you all seen it, but I made a video talking about how difficult it is to sue people for defamation of character. It is very difficult. Number one, you got to have a good lawyer. And number two, you have to have almost undeniable proof of loss. If someone gets on the internet, I want to be clear with you all. Defamation of character, you have to prove loss. Meaning something they did negatively impacted you to a great degree. Now, is emotional distress a great degree? Depends on the person. However, oftentimes, let's say, for example, someone would have said to me in writing, due to recent findings of allegations of you essaying some random white woman, and I'm paraphrasing, on TikTok, we no longer want to work with you. And the brand was a 6-figure deal. I can claim that as loss. You should be able to prove you are in danger by the allegations. And here's what a lawyer is going to tell you. That's just online shit talking. If you can't handle it, get off the internet. You can just utilize your privacy settings. These are things that lawyers told me when I did my free consultations. If you cannot prove loss, that is how they will bury you in court. Just get off the internet. Block them. Don't interact with them while they're actively trying to destroy your life on social media. When the court of public opinion destroys you, you're cooked. If you don't have the receipts to back it up, if you don't have the proof to get these folk up off you, y'all, I went live swiftly. You hear me? Pulled up my bank statements and showed verifiable transactions of me being in Hawaii the day before they said it happened, the day they said it happened, and the day after. To prove how am I making transactions in one state, flew all the way to another state, did that, and then flew back the very next day. What type of money do y'all think I got? What are we talking about? You have to have evidence and proof with date and time secured. Facts. And that's what I had on those transactions. Date stamped. To ensure that people knew, this man is really serious about clearing his name. Because this type of stuff can literally destroy you. And didn't they say your wife at the time had your card so she could have used it at that time? They sure did. They sure did. But guess what? We have different accounts, different card numbers. So then I had to show the last 4 of my card number with my name on it and then match it to the transaction. Yeah, they tried that. They definitely tried that. And actually, I baited them into doing it. Oh, he only showed the transactions. He ain't show who made the transaction and what account it came from. I put that blanketed video out there so that people knew, like, okay, I was in Hawaii that day, the day of, and the day after. And I was like, watch, they try to switch the narrative. I literally, chat, those of you that were on my live 3 years ago, did I not tell y'all that that's exactly what they were going to do? I literally told y'all right before I posted the video. The goalpost was in Dubai. Facts. I told y'all it was going to happen. And then boom, I dropped the receipts. I literally said in the video that I made, I knew y'all were going to pull this. Had the video prepped and ready to go. You literally called every move they were going to make. Thank you, J Blue. And they did like they always do. Predictable goofies. And then once I proved that she lied on me and everyone went back to that bald-headed demon and crucified her, she switched the narrative again. Now all of a sudden, I hired her. That was the new narrative. That I'm the one that hired her. How does that even make sense? It got so bad that even her own supporters was calling her out. Now, come on. We was with you in the beginning. Now you're just blatantly lying. Even her own supporters was in my DMs on Instagram. Cussed them out. And as soon as I seen they was typing, blocked them. Goofies. And she said she never said you SA'd her. Hello. They was running out of lies fast. Exactly. They couldn't get their lie together. They could not get their lies together. And supposedly the Canadian lady had proof of you hiring her that she never showed. Hello. And they distanced themselves from old girl fast. Facts. And this is the type of stuff that they do, man. This is the type of stuff that people have been doing. All of these unlocked characters. Oh, Drea, that was my favorite one. Oh, I had a dream he did this to me, so he absolutely did it. Wait, what? Yeah, that was insane. Not even gonna hold you. That pissed me off to the highest fucking degree. This is like reliving it again. The dream got me. No, I'm good. Like I told you, I'm good now. I'm healed. I went to therapy. I was able to work through it. You feel me? This was very traumatizing for me. However, what I wasn't going to do is to give them the satisfaction of going through that healing process on TikTok. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. So many of us had to take a step back because of that whole situation. Facts. Facts. People that I thought that I was cool with that crucified me. Didn't even ask me for my side. The receipts came out. They tried to spin the block. I told them, nope, keep your goofy ass the fuck over there. Because you didn't think enough of me that I deserved an opportunity to give you my side. You didn't think enough of me. So no. Stay over there. Stay the fuck from around me. So many accusations against you and zero evidence. Hello. But you had a friend to go live. They said you did the same thing to her. I literally just showed you the proof. Cap. Straight cap. That never happened. That literally never happened. Then Shorty tried to lie and say that I did that to Cuban. Y'all remember that? Cuban had to make a whole video. iSpeak 1906 never sexually assaulted me. She had to literally get on TikTok and make a video. Yeah, thank you, Auntie. Yeah, and Cuban made a video. She was grasping for every straw that she could. Yeah, y'all remember that? Yeah. They tried everything, chat. And guess what? Still standing. Big comfortable. Big comfortable. Because these folk are disgusting, bro. These folk are disgusting. And they don't care who they hurt. You don't talk about people being victimized. They don't care, y'all. They don't. Because to them, this is just a game to them. This is just a game to them. They don't care. They don't care. What? Come on, man. But where did the hate come from? It seems like an obsession. So the hate came from the fact that she was trying to use my platform to falsely accuse somebody else and had no proof. And I told her, fuck no. I'm not about to let you use my platform to accuse somebody else of this. And you ain't got no fucking proof. I'm going to put this out in front of 1 million people. You see, the thing about it is when people bring me things and I speak on them, I got to research them. Be right back. I got to go breathe some things into the atmosphere real quick. Okay, thank you. I got to do my research because what happens when what I put out or what I allow to be perpetuated on my platform is incorrect, then I bear the responsibility of that. And that's what I told her. And then again, because there's proof out there of this as well, she literally said in 4K, if he would have just let me use his platform, none of this would have happened. You could take it to the bank and cash it, chat. She literally said that in 4K. If he would have just let me use his platform, none of this would have ever happened. Chat, am I lying? Am I lying, chat? You remember that, right? But see, here's the deal. And let me outline to you all. Here's the deal. For those of you that are just becoming aware of who I am, first of all, welcome. When things like this happen and happened so long ago and y'all were not around for it, it sounds like new information to you all. And if somebody don't have proof to back up their defense, they look terrible, chat. They look terrible. And it's easy for them to perpetuate those lies because there's no proof out there. There's no receipts. When I tell y'all, it took, I'm going to be so for real with y'all. It took everything in me not to light that white woman up because I was trying to extract information. And I had to think and utilize my emotional intelligence to understand that if I get to yelling at her and just firing off at her, she's going to leave. And there were questions that I asked that I wanted answers to of how you can consciously do this knowing that you were lying. I was around. I just didn't know why she did it. She looked and sounded crazy from the beginning. And here's the deal. I told you all, for those of you that aligned with the Believe All Victims crew, I'm not mad at you. I take the exact same sentiment. When women say that something has happened to them, I believe them immediately because statistically, women are not lying. And I don't care what type of smoke I get from saying that. Do women lie? Yes. Do men lie? Yes. However, statistically, most women are not lying. So my thing was, and I asked people, for those of you that align with that sentiment, I'm not upset with you. All I ask is that you give me an opportunity to explain and defend myself. And I pulled receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. And then eventually, even her own audience turned on her. And then she would say, "Oh, y'all don't believe me because y'all believe the man. Y'all so stuck in patriarchal da-da-da." And they told her in plain language on her live, "Girl, we don't not believe you because of him. We don't not believe you because of you." This is why some of us don't come forward because of people like her. Facts. Y'all, it was so bad. It went from he did this, he didn't do it. He did this, he didn't do it. I dreamed about it. He did it. What? And this whole time, chat, I'm going through it. You hear me? Yeah, Lauren. She said, chat, am I lying? Did she not say she dreamed about it? So therefore it happened. Chat, am I lying? To my OGs that were around during that time period, am I lying? Take it to the bank and cash it. I remember it all, and she is sad for that. She definitely did. Come on, chat. She did. She said she dreamed it. No, you are not. No, she absolutely did. Yes. Then it was really bad. I'm just glad you didn't lose your mind in the process. Thank you. As a former OG did say it loud in 4K. Facts. Wow, there are no words. That's what I'm saying, y'all. And I'm be honest with you, I'm glad I didn't lose my mind either. Because I was going through it mentally. You got folk on the internet saying that I've done this disgusting, unspeakable thing. Absolutely not. No, thank you. No bueno. But as much as I kept trying to defend myself, I realized this is not something that you need to be on the internet with. You need to go get this. I'm glad you pulled away from us and came back healthier. Facts, Queen. I had to. She was live 24/7 like it was her job. Facts. You don't know how the OGs was praying for you. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm so thankful for y'all, chat. That's why I never miss an opportunity to tell you all that I love you and I appreciate you. All jokes aside, we can get funny, you know what I'm saying? We can roast, we can do all that. But when I tell y'all I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, there were so many people that were standing in the gap for me, man. And I'm gonna be real with you. It was hard for me to see while it was happening because I'm reliving my own trauma. They was doing think pieces with your face plastered everywhere, but you're covered in favor by God. Listen, my grandmother told me as a child, favor is not fair. They sure were. People that didn't like me was coming out the woodworks, plastering my face up in their lives. 500, 600, 700 people sitting in a live accusing me of this. But how many think pieces did they do when the proof came out? How many lives and how many panels happened when the truth came out? Very few. Very few. Because the lie is more entertaining than the truth. When I tell y'all I'm so thankful for my OGs, man, they kept changing the story at that point. Facts. I can remember the haunted look you would get in your eyes sometimes. Chat, if you go watch that video on YouTube, you'll see it in my face, y'all. You will see it in my face. I literally said to know that my life was worth $2,000 to her. Why she ain't go to the police? Here we go, Nowlands. The police pulled up on her. I'm sorry, NCIS pulled up on her. See, she liked to talk about the quote unquote fake FBI, which were real FBI agents, because you're literally on the internet encouraging people to commit a heinous act to a service member. NCIS drove 4.5 hours to interview her. And she refused the interview because she couldn't record it, because she wanted content. Chat, am I lying? Am I lying, chat? They drove 4.5 hours to come interview her. We're talking about federal agents, chat. Nope, you're not lying. Hello. Pulled up on her for her to tell her story, to bring me to justice for what I did to her, and refused the interview because they wouldn't let her record it. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was so disgusted, she wanted to record it. Yes, Auntie, she wanted to record it, to put it on TikTok for content. They were going to interview her, but she was recording them and they wouldn't let her. Hello, because that's not standard procedure for an investigation. They told her it will be recorded, and at the end of the investigation, you can file what's it called? A FOIA report, Freedom of Information Act. Hello, and you can get all the interviews. She said no. Wasted federal resources. And what pissed me off even more, chat, to me, that's why I'm speaking to the behavior. Fuck her. I'm speaking to the behavior. There are victims that didn't even get an opportunity to talk to the police. There are victims that went to speak up to people and they minimized them. You had federal resources at your disposal. And because you couldn't record it for content on social media, you told them, nah, I'm good. I didn't do all this to get the police involved. I don't trust the police. But you did 24/7 call center lives calling NCIS around the world. The moment agents pull up on you, because folk be thinking that this shit is a game, chat. That's why I told you I don't be going back and forth with people unless I absolutely deem it necessary to address them. You didn't want to talk to the local police, which we can go down the rabbit hole of things that are barriers for people to talk to the police. Because sometimes the police make it worse in situations. We can acknowledge that. Thank you, Funny Truth, but you trust strangers on the internet to tell lies to. You were willing to enlist the help of this white woman to further lie and say I did something to her that you know that I did not. Then tried to lie and say I did it to Cuban. And Cuban had to drop a video saying, oh, no, 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 no. So you didn't want to tell the police. You're doing these call center lives, calling NCIS. NCIS pull up on you, and because you can't record it, you refuse the interview. And to me, I was just sitting back. I wasn't doing no lives. I wasn't making no content about it. I was letting the investigation run its course. They told me don't block her on everything. Let the investigation run its course. And people saw in real time. I would go live. I would try to battle. Chat, do y'all remember how difficult it was for me to battle and keep a good face about myself? Hurting deep down inside to the point where there were times where y'all told me, hey, yo, iSpeak, get off alive. Get off alive. It was bad, chat. What's up, Risky? It was bad. And I'm a firm believer in standing up for victims. 1000%. They tried to say your letters was fake. Facts. They tried to say I was getting kicked out the military. They were trying to say, and had people believe in this shit, chat. Chat, how many of y'all remember me live streaming my re-enlistment? How many of y'all remember that? Drea, you remember that? Me live streaming my re-enlistment ceremony? They said my re-enlistment ceremony was fake because the flag was on the wrong side when it was reversed because of the video. That they said instead of that I raised my right hand, they said I raised my left hand because they so dumb don't realize that the video was reversed. And here I am, still active duty, just came back from a 5-month deployment in Africa, but I was kicked out. They said I was getting kicked out with a dishonorable discharge. No, my bad. They didn't say I was getting kicked out. Chat, what exactly did they say I was going to get as it related to the military? I'm not even going to say it out loud. To my OGs that remember, what did they say that I was going to get from the military? Real quick, just drop it in the chat. They don't even know how the fucking military work. Discharged dishonorably, demoted. I'm looking for one specific word. Thank you, T. Taylor. They said I was going to get fired from the military. Thank you. Not you having his background. What's up? They said I was going to get fired from the military, chat. Thank you, T. Taylor. We don't even use the word fired. Hello. That's what they were on live saying. Take it to the bank and cash it, chat. That's what they were saying. They were on live saying that I was going to get fired from the military, chat. Ridiculous. Yeah, it was so much. All I remember was kicked out and it didn't make sense. Over unverified essay allegations, I was going to get fired and dishonorably discharged. I was just happy to see you back on live in good spirits and undefeated. Facts. But when I tell y'all, chat, I'm not even going to hold you. That shit fucked me up mentally, bro. And I learned a very hard lesson. No, I was going to get it.
I got it. I'm on shit. Yeah.
Okay, Susie Homemaker.
Tight shit over here. Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. I just got in trouble, chat. Sorry, Mom. I left my plate on the table, chat. I will wash the dishes.
The allowance is coming next week. You won't keep this in.
First of all, she just said I get an allowance. Did y'all hear that, chat? Genty, when you get back on, put this on the blog. Genty owes me an allowance. His wife said I get an allowance.
You get $5 a week at this point.
$5 a week?
A deduction.
I'm about to start doing some... Jazz talking about she run a strict program. Yeah, I'll do the dishes.
I was like, on 10 by 10. We don't play that over here.
On 10 by 10 is crazy. I almost said, LOL, I love Kim. Kim, stay on him. Lady Kilo said, Kim, stay on him. Heidi said, Kim doesn't play. Run a very tight ship.
Oh, especially this house here. We don't play the games.
You learn lessons about people, including so-called friends. Facts. Didn't she spam a live of a soldier or sailors coming home with her BS? Yo, facts. I forgot about that. Chat, there was a ship. I'll lie to you not. There was a ship coming back from a deployment. They were doing a homecoming and they were streaming it on Facebook. And she told her supporters to go over there and spam in the comment section that Anthony Highland, that's my first and last name, essayed her and that the Navy was trying to cover it up. So much so that the base CMC, the base command master chief, contacted my command master chief, and I had to go before my chain of command to explain to them what was happening. Yes, chat, I forgot that happened. They had just come back from deployment. People's loved ones were watching that live, and they were just blocking them, muting them. Yes, and here's the nastier work, Jazz. Here's the nastier work. I don't know if y'all know, but that bald-headed demon is a veteran. Now, I will never disrespect her service, but she's literally a veteran, and she chose to do that. She chose to do that. 2 literal active duty service members returning home from deployment. Chat, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted, bro. I was so disgusted. I know the Eagles about to play. I was so disgusted, chat. Denzel, old characters popping back up. There are demons for real. Facts. I don't understand why she wasn't arrested. I don't understand why, but can't go on base. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. There was a letter that my chain of command in Hawaii sent up. She got banned as a veteran of the United States military. She got banned from coming on the base. She got banned from every military installation on the island, chat. Yes, she got banned. Yes. Karma don't miss a beat. Facts. The one that made the false ish? Yes. Yup. Facts queen, she literally asked for it. She said, oh, y'all think I'm lying? Y'all think I'm not going to come up there and make y'all do y'all jobs? Y'all, she was actively threatening NCIS. And they banned her from the base, chat. What up, Max? She started threatening NCIS, chat. It's not just a TV show. Naval Criminal Investigative Services is a real federal organization, chat. I wonder if they stripped her of her benefits. Sure did. Well, the benefit to come out there. I don't know if they stripped her of all of her veteran benefits. T. Taylor, you remember that, right? Yeah. And that's how people knew, damn, this done got so crazy. She was threatening to go to Hawaii to make them do. Those were her exact words. I will come to Hawaii myself and make you do your job. Hello, somebody. She's talking to federal agents, chat. And then she put out that bullshit ass video. I'm sorry, that she did that bullshit ass live telling people to unalive me. Yep, sure did. Actually, let me see, because my iPad is synced to my phone. Give me a second, chat. Let me see if I can pull it up on my iPad. Favorites. Because it was so long ago that I'm sure I got the receipts. Oh, here it go. Here we go, chat. Listen up. Listen up, chat. Oh no. Oh shit, I gotta. Kim, I need the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Please. The Wi-Fi. Yeah. Please. Genty connected me before he left. Here we go. Yelling like you're her kid who got their iPad taken. Facts. Hold on.
iSpeak night.
Hold on, chat. Hold on.
You ready? Anthony Isaiah Highland, better known as iSpeak 1906, deserves a bullet to the fucking dome. Dead him. Expeditiously. I don't give a fuck how you have to do it. Guillotine, electric chair, shotgun, baseball bat, wallpaper off the motherfucking wall, paper cut his motherfucking throat the fuck open. It doesn't matter. Anybody that goes through this type of motherfucking bullshit to hide their predatory ways is a straight up fucking full-blown ass motherfucking rapist. So like we should have done with Jeffrey Dahmer, slit his fucking neck the first time he came into a motherfucking on the radar. That's what the fuck we should do with iSpeak 1906.
Come on, chat. And you think you're going to sit on the internet advocating for that and that the FBI not going to pull up on you? Those are terroristic threats to an active duty service member. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?